Hi guys, welcome back. Hope you're all well wherever you are. Before we get started, I would just like to say a big thank you for all the love and support for my previous videos. Today, I will be making keema samosas for you. This is made in 2 stages. The first stage is preparing the dough. In a bowl here, I've got 1 full bag of plain flour. To this, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of ajwain. So now we're just going to give this a good mix. Okay, so I've just mixed this all together now. I'm just going to put this to one side. Okay, so in a cup I have oil. See, I haven't filled it to the top. And in a glass, I've put some warm water in. So I'm going to put the oil inside the water. Okay, so I've put the oil inside the water. I feel that the flour mixes better with the water and the oil mixed together. The samosa pastry, it has nice bubbles on the top of it this way. So I'm just going to mix this inside the flour now. Obviously, okay, so I've mixed this together now. So I'm just going to add more water to this. Okay, so I've kneaded this dough for 5 minutes now. To this, I'm just going to add a bit of oil on the top. I'm just going to put oil on the top. And just going to cover this and let it rest for about an hour. Okay, so while the flour is resting, I'm just going to make the filling now. Okay, so in a pan here, I've got 2.5 kgs of chicken keema, and I've just cooked it in its own water. I've put nothing else inside it. As you can see, the water is all dried up now. To this, I'm going to add 2 onions, which I've cut into small pieces. Okay, so I'm just going to mix these together now. And I'm going to cook these for about 3 minutes now. Okay, so it's been 3 minutes now. To this, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of ginger and garlic paste, 2 tablespoons of salt. Salt you can put according to your own taste. 1 tablespoon of haldi. And I'm going to give this a mix. Okay, I've just mixed that together now. To this, I'm going to add 1.5 tablespoons of red chilies. Red chilies you can put according to your own taste. Just going to give that a mix. Okay, so to this, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of coriander, powdered coriander, 2 tablespoons of cumin, crushed cumin, just going to give this a good mix now. Okay, so now I'm just going to put 1 teaspoon of white pepper. Give this a good mix now. Okay, so if you don't have white pepper in the house, you can always use black pepper. Okay, so to this, I'm going to add 1.5 kg of mixed vegetables, which I haven't boiled. I'm using frozen ones, by the way. Just going to give this a good mix now. Okay, so I'm going to cook the vegetables in this keema for about 5 minutes. As you've noticed, I've not put no oil, no water in this recipe at all. So now I'm just going to let these vegetables cook inside the keema for 5 minutes now, for all the spices to mix nicely together. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes now. To this, I'm going to add 1 kg of boiled potatoes, which I've cut into small pieces. Just going to give this a good mix now. Okay, so I've just mixed these together now. So now I'm just going to cook these for about 3 minutes. for it all to mix together nicely. I mean, if you want, you can only make keema samosas. It's entirely up to yourselves. I like adding vegetables to my keema. So I'm just going to let these cook now. Okay, so this is done now. It's been 3 minutes now. To this, I'm going to add some coriander and give it a good mix. Okay, so the mixture is now done. I mean, I've made a big batch because I'm making samosas for Ramadan. I'm going to make some and I'm going to freeze them. So now I'm just going to let this mixture cool down properly before I start filling the samosas in. Okay, so I've made little round balls with the dough that we made. So now I'm just going to roll these out. Okay, so I've just dusted the worktop. Now I'm just going to roll this out now. Put some flour on it and just roll it out into like a round chapati. Okay, so I've just rolled this out into a nice round shape. I mean, it depends on how big you want your samosas. So if you want a bigger samosa, then you can just make your ball, the flour ball, bigger, so your chapati will be bigger. So now I'm just going to heat the pan up. Okay, so I've just heated the pan. I'm going to put the chapati on here now. And we're just going to cook it for about less than a minute, 30 seconds. Okay, so now I'm just going to turn this over. Okay, same 30 seconds on this side, and then I'm just going to take it off and do the rest of them exactly the same way as we've done these ones. Okay, so the chapatis are now done. As you can see, I've just put them on top of each other. So now with a knife, just going to cut in the middle of them. Okay, so now something like this. Okay, so you need to make sure you keep these covered in a cloth because they're going to dry out and you don't want them to dry out. Okay, so I've just put half the chapati here. So now I'm just going to fold this over like this, and this one over here, just as you can see, it's just half like that. So now I've got paste here which I've made with flour and water only, and I've just mixed it together. I'm just going to put this here. Just going to put some paste on here, and I'm going to put this and on the top here, just like that, and I'm just going to press this down. You need to make sure you fold this end at the top because you don't want the oil to go in. Okay, so now I'm just going to open it up and I'm going to put the filling in. Okay, so I'm just going to put some paste on the side, on both sides. And now I'm just going to press this down by hand. And then if you put it down, just make sure you press it down properly. I mean, if you like, you can use the end of a fork. So if you just press it down with a fork, just like this, and your samosa is ready. I mean, this is one way of making it. The other way of making it is, okay, so now I'm just going to get this end and I'm going to put it here, and this end we're going to fold all the way over. So this is another way of making it. So now I'm going to put paste on all of this side, and we're just going to fold this over. I'm going to press it down from the top, press it all down. Okay, like this. Now open it up, put the mixture in. Okay, so now going to put the paste on the side, and I'm just going to close it from the top, pressing it down. Just going to press it down. Okay, so there's two ways of making samosas. One was this way, and the other one is like this. So now I'm just going to finish off. Okay, so the samosas are all now ready. As you can see, I've made them all. And I'm not going to fry all these. I'm going to freeze some of them. They're ideal for Ramadan. So whenever you need them, you can take them out the freezer and fry them. So now I'm just going to fry a couple for you. Okay, so I've just heated some oil. To this, I'm just going to add the samosas. We're going to fry these until they're nice and golden brown. Okay, so now I'm just going to turn these over. We're just going to cook them from the other side. Okay, so these are now done, so I'm just going to take them out. Okay, so the samosas are now ready. You can serve them with any dip you like. I'm just going to break one for you to show you what it's like on the inside. Okay, as you can see, it's nice and crispy. And to get a perfect samosa, you need to make sure your dough is perfect. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. See you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.